Perth in WA, we find it very hard to find them, but we did have an opportunity to source 2 species of the Geophygus. So if you come along this journey, we'll show you exactly what we've bought. Everyone, welcome back to Blue Fin Aquatics, where we share our experience and knowledge with you. Today we're going to do a profile on the Geophygus, just a small profile, and just looking at what we've got and showing what we do have and what we're going to be breeding this year. At the moment we've got the Rio Branco, which are roughly about nearly 20 centimeters long, which are nearly coming up to full size for breeding, and we'll also be looking at the redhead tupperhose, which are in with the Geophygus, and also we're going to show you the two special Geophygus that we were able to source. It's not very easy in Perth, West Australia to get these fish, so when the opportunity popped up, we jumped at it, and hopefully we can get a few more species in time to come. So where we're going to go from here, we're going to take you to one of our grow out areas where you'll be able to see the Rio Brancos and also the redhead tupperhose. Then we'll be moving on, going into the gallery, and then we're going to show you the 2 new species in the gallery. I won't be saying anything yet until we get into the gallery. Plus there's one little bit of extra there as well, which used to be under Geophygus name but has now been renamed as Nakara. So stay tuned, come on the journey with us, and we'll show you exactly what we have. As we can see in this tank, we can see that we've got some Geophygus Rio Brancos in here, and also we've got some redhead tupperhose in here. Now they were all juveniles when we got them. Now they've grown nearly to adult size. They have been showing signs of breeding. So what we'll be doing in the next couple of weeks or so is separating the Rio Brancos and the redhead tupperhose. They're going to go into their own tank. So we've had these now for about a year. So hopefully in the next month or so, and the weather starts to cool down here in Perth, we'll see some nice breeding, and we'll see some nice young when they do eventually lay their eggs. So from here we're going to move on to our 2 surprises that we were able to source at the beginning of the week. So stay tuned. So here we are, we're actually in the gallery at the moment, and it's quite warm in here. Today was an expectant of about 37 degrees. So inside the gallery here, looking at it, it's about 40 in here. So we're just going to go through quite quickly to show you the other 2 new species that we were able to source at the beginning of the week. So our first one, which is down here, they're actually in their quarantine tank at the moment. These are our green horseface Geophygus. Now they're quite small, they're roughly about 3 to 4 centimeters, and they're in their quarantine tank for at least 2 weeks before we move them into their own tank. As you can see too, there is no sand on the bottom. We just try to make it as simple as possible. But the tanks that we do have ready for them do have sand, as they are actually earth eaters. They like to sift through the sand to see if there's any food in the sand. So we try and adopt exactly what they're like in the wild as well, just to assist them. Okay, and from this, from the green horseface, we're going to move over to the other Geophygus that we were able to manage to get to. Okay, and in here, they're right at the back though. This is the Ultrafrons, the Geophygus Ultrafrons. Again, there's 6 of them as well, and again what we're trying to do too is keep them in the quarantine for a couple of weeks, and then they'll also move into a tank of their own. Being, as we mentioned, they're being earth eaters, the tank will be made up with sand and a few rocks and some clay pots, just to give them some hiding space. As they're relatively new, we've only had them in the quarantine tank now for 24 hours. So hopefully in time we'll do some updates, and we'll show you how they grow, how quickly they grow, and also their habits and what we're feeding them. So from there onwards, we can give you a bit of a quick glance of our thread fin Aquarists, which are in this tank here. Sorry it's been a bit dark, but if I put the light on, they'll actually scatter everywhere. But they are in there. There's 8 of those actually, the thread fin Aquarists. We're going to be breeding them too. We're going to take them to the other side where we do most of our breeding, and put them together in a larger tank, and let's just see what happens as time goes on. Well, that's about it for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, please do, and we'll see you in the next video.